Hey everybody, Star Wars Outlaw official gameplay walkthrough video came out this morning, and I'm super excited about this game already. So I just wanted to go through the trailer that came out, and let's see what I can see. First of all, we've got a table full of random outlaw loot type stuff. Sabak dice, Sabak deck. It looks like a Pike helmet. We know she's Kay. Our main character Kay is stealing from the Pikes right now. But we've got what looks like a Dragon Age or a Dragon Egg from Game of Thrones. And now we got Nyx, who until we hear otherwise, I'm calling Nyx's species an axlotter because it looks like a mix between an axolotl and an otter. And I'll just say I'm very happy with the trend of giving us cute little buddies in our Star Wars games these days. All right, here's Kay. She's got a cool tattoo. Just, I wonder if we'll get to change her outfit and hair like we got to change for Cal in Jedi Survivor. Okay, she's stealing from the Pikes. The Pikes, as we saw in the cinematic trailer, are... This is how they looked in the Book of Boba Fett, I guess the live action look, which I'm a little sad they went with that rather than how they look in the Clone Wars, because I think the Clone Wars, they look a lot cooler than they do in live action, but whatever. Okay, stealth attack. Go back here. What are these guys? It looks like they're stripping an A-Wing for parts. This game takes place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, so the Civil War is in full swing. Looks like this is like some kind of scrapyard chop shop for stolen starships, because we got an A-Wing, a TIE fighter. In a second, we're going to see another TIE fighter. So it looks like you have some different choices on how to approach these missions, stealth or combat. Interesting. I think that's the first female Pike we've ever had that I'm aware of. So looks like you can send Nyx to distract enemies, or you can have them push little buttons. Unclear whether maybe if you entered combat right now, if that would be a game over, or if you can just try and be as stealthy as you want. Maybe you can get through this whole mission without engaging in combat. Unlikely to me that you'll be able to get through the whole game without engaging in combat. That feels sort of un-Star Wars-y, but would be cool. Okay, just I like all the random junk we've got. We got a passed out protocol droid over here. Got what is this? Two X-34 land speeder. Oh, well, they're not quite the same as Luke's land speeder. It's got a third engine there. It doesn't matter, just fun set dressing. Not a Pike, just a hired gun. And we see here, this is a mining guild TIE fighter that we saw in Star Wars Rebels, which is very cool. And now it gets interesting because okay, quick draw from the hip. Love that. Let's see that again. Very Han Solo, very I don't care. We're gonna just blast this guy. Okay, sort of a Pike heavy, and he's got a shield, which she points out she doesn't like. And now we see that looks like if you hold left bumper, you can change your blaster settings. We got blaster, focused, and stun, which is cool. Oh, let's back up real quick. When she switches, I just noticed the barrel like. See, look at that. The barrel kind of flips open. So is she swapping a barrel, or is she just sort of jiggling her gun until it changes. Oh, it looks like, oh, okay. It looks like it flips open sort of like a slide open or side opening revolver, except instead of a cylinder opening up, it's just a barrel. And it looked like she's slotted in like a different module. It's not like flipping a switch on the gun. She's looked like she's actually removing and inserting a different sort of charge pack in her gun. And this focus shot is enough to overwhelm the shield. Looks like we're going to have a bunch of cool close quarters finishers. Nice to see the blasters hitting the other side of this cover are making the little heat marks. You look at all the little blaster marks hitting that. I love to see that. Okay, she switches her gun back, shooting these guys. We can see here another pull from Rebels and other things is a canister of Rhydonium. It's one of Sabine's favorite things to blow up because it's colorful. Okay, and you can, the guy we killed earlier, we can just send Nyx to fetch that. Looks like there might have been also a med pack down here we could send him, but so we can send him to fetch that blaster. Here's the Rhydonium, all that pretty multicolored explosion that we saw in, I think actually initially in the Clone Wars and then in Rebels. Very pretty. Nyx apparently strong enough to carry a full-size blaster. I'm not seeing any like blaster holes in the victims, which is a little sad. One of the things I love about Battlefront 2 is when you see the blaster hole in like a stormtrooper or something. It looks like this an A300 blaster rifle. It looks like this might be like a temporary use it until it's done kind of thing. Like maybe your primary is only ever this pistol, and other guns like this are things you pick up, use it for like 5 seconds until it runs out. You see, it's ticking down over here, and then it's over. She does that dumb swear word from Mandalorian. Grapple hook, probably going to be used in some sort of, you know, Uncharted, Jedi Survivor style traversal out in the open world. I was trying to figure out if those little tiny thing, we've got these, got all these little pebbles. I was like, are those creatures? I think they're just really light rocks being blown in the wind. Alright, this is the planet of, oh man, I forgot the name of it, Toshana or something. Love little Nyx on the back of the bike. Here we see she's got some sort of Deadeye mode where she can paint a target, and then it's just going to auto shoot at them. Love that. Very Red Dead Redemption. ND5 is the BX commando droid. Alright, now look at this guy. Oh, and there's a herd of some kind of critter, but I want to point out right here, we see Pike Syndicate reputation down. So this tells me that there's going to be a number of factions in the game. Hopefully beyond just the Pikes, there'll probably be Empire, maybe the Crymora Syndicate or the Hutts or other factions that probably also maybe the Rebellion even, that your actions will increase or decrease your reputation with them. And I wonder if that will just simply be how hostile the NPCs are towards you when you encounter them, or if it'll even grant you access to different types of missions. Like maybe you have to be super high reputation with this faction to take this mission, or more likely it'll probably just be how likely are they to shoot you on sight when they see you. Okay, here's Janta's Hope. Cool, very pretty planet. Sort of, there's all these big exposed bits of amber in the terrain. What does that say? John, of course, it says Jancha's Hope. Yeah, Toshara is the name of that planet. And the settlement on the planet is Jancha's Hope. Nice little dusty outpost here. Kind of a nice juxtaposition of the desert we get a lot in Star Wars with really colorful. Look at this guy. Look at this big guy. Is that it looks like a giant womp rat. Is that a womp rat? Maybe not a giant womp rat. Maybe this is a regular sized womp rat because womp rats are about 2 meters. That looks about 2 meters. Why is there a womp rat here? I thought they're native to Tatooine. Cute little droid. I hope I can go pet him. Okay. This just says foods and lists a number of menu items, obviously, like some kind of bread and stuff. Not going to read all of that right now. Yeah.
Hey, Andy.
ND5, love it. My, if you put a droid in some kind of duster or cape or poncho, that droid is immediately the coolest thing in the world to me. So I'm already a huge fan of ND5. Looks like he might have had a run-in with a Jedi back in the Clone Wars. That looks like a lightsaber wound. And he didn't think that needed to be repaired. Maybe it's sort of a badge of honor. I don't know. This guy seems super cool.
What? Were you worried?
No.
Okay.
No, but you Troy.
What?
Be careful. Donka's a broker, not a friend.
Wonder if the name Danka is going to be weird to German-speaking people.
Can't be trusted.
Unless she's very grateful.
Getting out here. See you back at the ship.
Round 2 and I still like my odds. Cave.
Man, I love this underworld stuff.
I told you.
Alright, well, Danka, the person who sent us on this mission.
Who's this?
Just a friend. Join us.
Got some nice Imperial corruption going. Oh, this is...
Complicated than
Join us.
I thought this was like a private room, but we can see here there's somebody back there.
job was more complicated than you said, Dunka.
You lived.
What is this thing? It's like an avocado that grows fancy little purple balls. Are those snacks? Yeah, but investing in what? Is that, can you plant that and grow more of them? Is this a seed? Very curious what that is. Doesn't matter. It's probably just nothing. Just fancy weird sci-fi plant. Maybe they taste good. Maybe it's drugs. Maybe it's a money tree.
We haven't met. Don't really know many of you.
Stealing illegal contraband, running with syndicates. I could say you're a threat to the Empire. But I won't have to if you're smart.
Okay, now this is very interesting to me, is because in Jedi Survivor, when you're presented with dialogue choices, it doesn't affect anything. It just affects what the next thing somebody says to you. In this case, it has a huge difference. At least on the surface, it does. She's getting to choose if you bribe or don't bribe this Imperial.
Thanks, but I'm smart enough to get myself out of trouble.
You made the right choice.
Acts just like everyone else.
Screw the Empire. Here we get a good look at her blaster. Very cool. I'm wondering if we'll be able to customize the blaster. I don't want to make too many comparisons to Jedi Survivor, but it kind of sets some high bars for me because you can customize your blaster, and that's really cool. And if this is like her main tool, I think we should be able to trick it out a whole bunch.
Let's just relax.
You won't make it off to Shara alive.
Maybe.
See, because she didn't bribe, It looks like she got more credits. I'm sure that credit payout here would have been lower if she'd made that bribe, but would this next bit be entirely different? I guess it would, because now look, she's wanted like in this whole outpost.
That Imperial announcement wouldn't be
Wanted. Oh, it just says Imperial. Blah blah blah. I don't know. It's hard to read what the. Now here's another thing. So this is an open world game, and this looks very Grand Theft Auto. Right up here in the top left, looks like we've got a wanted level of 3 out of 6. See that? Which makes me think now, as long as you stay on this planet, that's going to be your wanted level, and you're going to have a lot of Imperials to fight. Maybe it cools off after you leave and come back, or maybe you have to go, you know, pay a fence or pay a bribe somewhere. I don't know. It's interesting because if you hadn't paid that, if you had paid the bribe, would you just get to walk to your ship without any problems? I wonder if it's like Grand Theft Auto and after you leave and come back later, the wanted level is gone, or if this persists. Like, is this wanted status on you until you do something specific to get rid of it? Little droid. Here's her sort of boring looking ship. Here's, look at that. Use workbench. So you'll be able to walk around your ship like the Stinger Mantis or the Ebon Hawk and do stuff because we have a workbench, which hopefully that is where you can modify your weapon cosmetically as well as mechanically.
We need to leave.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, so leaving goes into this. It's like basically a cutscene, but it's not because it's like you have control of the ship while it flies into the atmosphere. This is obviously just sort of a loading screen, but also just real-time exiting the atmosphere, which is nice, even though, I mean, it's not much to look at. But I was surprised to find out that you can pilot her ship. So here's the atmosphere over Toshara.
Yet.
Anybody on the sensors now?
So it looks like you've got missiles, lasers, and repair your ship. So it looks like it's going to be sort of simple space combat, but it's exciting that there is space combat at all. Which means that the scenes from the original trailer that we saw where she's flying through a battle between the Rebellion and the Empire, maybe you're controlling that. Maybe you're fighting with the rebels, maybe you're doing whatever. Yep, see the wanted level has gone up again. And you can push right on the D-pad for the hyperdrive. I wonder what the restrictions are on that. Like, you have to be out of combat, you have to... Maybe it takes longer in combat to get ready. Okay, got a boost. What did that say? Calibrating hyperdrive. That says unknown coordinates. Oh, okay. Oh, so let's see. You open the hyperdrive, then you can cycle to where you want to go. Looks like we're going to Akiva orbit, and the other options are listed as unknown because presumably in the story those haven't been unlocked yet.
ND, get us out of here.
Spooling hyperdrive.
It's like you might have to at least just clear the debris field before it'll let you use the hyperdrive.
We made it.
Akiva. I'm sure that's like one of the first missions in the game. Seemed pretty simple.
Hey,
Look at him, he's so cute. that a toy or is that a snack? Aww.
So, where do we go next?
Anywhere we want.
Except for the anywhere we want feels like a very video gamey thing to say, like you can explore the galaxy, even though actually you'll be limited to these handful of locations. All right, let's go back here real quick. This does not look familiar. Looks very cool though. Okay, this is clearly Tatooine. Very cool cowboy moment happening here. I mean, we all knew we were going to end up on Tatooine, right? Especially if there's going to be reputation with different crime syndicates. I'm sure there'll be stuff involving the Hutts. In the cinematic trailer, we saw some Hutts, and we saw Han Solo and Carbonite. It would be cool to be able to visit Jabba's palace while Han is still on the wall. That would be amazing. Go take a selfie with him. Okay. This appears to be Kijimi from Rise of Skywalker, which I thought was a very cool location. Yeah, this is definitely Kijimi. Very fun. Excited to go there. Maybe we'll get to see Babu Frick. Maybe Babu Frick is the guy who saved our buddy ND5. This is back to Junta's Hope. That just says Junta right there. Jaunta, whatever it's called. Is that a little critter right here? Yeah, look at some more little critters. Hope I can pet them all and adopt them. Can we just adopt all the animals and droids we see and put them on the ship? That's the game I want. This could be Coruscant. Could be literally anywhere else. Maybe it's Nar Shaddaa, seeing as this is a game about the underworld type stuff. Would be cool if it's the Smuggler's Moon. Whatever that thing is. I think he probably needs more space. Okay. Is this the Pike from Book of Boba Fett? I don't remember if he had a scarred eye. Probably not. I don't know. Would be cool if there's some stuff with the Pikes and leading into their involvement on Tatooine. Imperial Base. Very excited about this. Maybe a lot of people are sick of killing stormtroopers. I never get sick of killing stormtroopers. I want to kill all the stormtroopers. Let me shoot stormtroopers.
Star Wars Outlaws, coming 2020.
And that's everything I gleaned from that. I'm excited to hear what everybody else finds in this trailer, what everybody else can speculate, can pull from. Yeah, let me know if I missed anything really obvious. There's a lot of exciting things in there. Gameplay wise, doesn't look like it's anything super special, but you take something kind of been there, done that, put it into Star Wars. Now it's really cool. Yeah, nothing particularly innovative gameplay wise, but it's in Star Wars, so it's cool. And you have a cool droid friend. So I am really excited. Please tell me what you think about this game. What you're excited about, what you're not excited about, what I missed. I'm already just very excited about this game. Hopefully it's not a big technical mess when it comes out next year sometime. Thanks everybody.